On September 13th, 2021, Big E cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Bobby Lashley to become WWE Champion. I want to say that moment was objectively really good. The sheer moment itself on Raw turned out really good. It's getting really good views on YouTube. The reception Big E got in the day or two or three following that, exceptional. People, just the masses praising Big E for the moment, and rightfully so. It's amazing to see someone who's been there so long and done a heap of pretty good work for the company over the years get a moment like that. That's genuinely really good. So I just want to say that moment really good. However, this video isn't about the moment of the win, because a lot of the time in WWE and just wrestling generally, but mainly WWE, the moment someone wins a title, mainly the WWE or Universal title, the initial moment itself is most often always like really good, really cool, an awesome, wholesome moment. So this video is not about the moment Big E won the title, because it was really good. It was objectively awesome. This is about a lot of things surrounding it. This video will not just be me saying, like, a lot of these, not I guess, Big E slander videos, but just general videos about Big E. I'm not just going to be saying, oh, Big E is goofy, Big E suck. Like, this isn't going to be one of those videos. This video is going to be me explaining why Big E, as a WWE champion in the grand scheme of things, as the face of Monday Night Raw over the course of a 6 to 9 month period, or a prolonged period of time generally, I don't see it. I don't. Now, for starters, I just want to say, Big E as a top guy on Raw, I can understand it in the sense that Raw is a show catered to a younger demographic. You've got a show in which on Raw where you've got Drew McIntyre's sword, you've got Nikki Cross as a superhero, John Morrison and The Miz with water gun drip sticks. They're trying to really market a bunch of Raw for little kids, and in that sense, Big E being the WWE champion is perfect for that, I guess, variant of Raw. Big E is overly positive, smiley, loving, really happy champion. Fits that to a T. So in that sense, I get it. I really do. But what this video is about for me, the Big E problem, is Big E lacks opponents, like feuds, rivalries, just general opponents, where he has hate, where there's a real genuine character-based issue there. And here's what I mean. When Big E was Mr. Money in the Bank, I always had a lot of people saying, Big E should cash in on Roman Reigns. Big E versus Roman Reigns, that's money. Big E, Roman Reigns. And I was always thinking to myself, where's the hate there? Okay, Roman Reigns as a heel has a heap of opponents with hate. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, former Shield brothers. It really does make sense. There's heaps of feud and tension there. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Lots of hate there. The Paul Heyman stuff. Paul Heyman now being with Roman. Roman being the champion for so long. Brock now returning as a babyface. There's plenty of hate there. You've got Roman Reigns, versus The Rock, when that eventually happens. They can do the stuff with the Tribal Chief. They can do that whole storylines with the Samoan bloodline. You've got Roman Reigns. You literally take a pick. Reigns and Drew McIntyre. Two guys who are fighting to be number one of this era, number one of this generation. It just goes on and on and on with Roman Reigns. Reigns and Cena, fighting to be the top guy, fighting to be the face that runs the place nowadays. Cena the old lion, Reigns the young lion, etc., etc. There's plenty of guys Roman Reigns has hate with for feuds, hate with for storylines. And in wrestling, hate is what you need. Okay, hate is what makes, I guess, the needle move. Hate is what makes people want to see the match. Because if there's no hate, why are you going to care? And that leads us to Big E. Okay, Big E, that Lashley stuff, there should have been so much more hate attached to it. They really should have. Because Bobby Lashley, everything was there. Bobby Lashley decimated Big E's New Day brother and real-life best friend Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank for the WWE title. Bobby Lashley bulldozed the guy, took him out, bullied him for like 5 minutes, beat him. That happened. And Bobby Lashley, on a number of episodes of Raw, beat up Xavier Woods. You had Bobby Lashley tormenting the New Day, Big E's brethren, his brothers. That happened for months, for the better part. But Big E, when he does his cash-in, it's just, Big E goes on Twitter 3 hours before Raw, randomly at like 4:58 p.m. on Monday afternoon on September 13th, goes, I'm cashing in tonight. and then he cashes in randomly in the main event, and it's like, okay, well, there you go. It's like, it's just, is that the best way you can capitalize on the hate? And now Big E, he just beat Lashley in a cage this past week. So now the feud's pretty much over. This feud with Lashley and Big E had real hate. This could have gone on for 2 pay-per-views. You could have had the match at Extreme Rules where they do Big E and Lashley, then you could have done a match at maybe, do you want to say Crown Jewel potentially, and then you could do the Goldberg stuff at Survivor Series, or you can do the Goldberg stuff at Survivor Series. You can have Bobby Lashley come back with a vengeance late this year in another match, but instead of that, WWE, Big E just beats Lashley, and now I guess they're doing a feud with Drew McIntyre because, yeah, where's the hate with Drew McIntyre and Big E? Now, I'm not someone who's going to say, oh my god, Drew McIntyre, how dare people criticize him, because that video, I've got the Stop the Drew McIntyre Hate video coming, I guess maybe tomorrow or very soon. I'm not someone who hates Drew for getting another title shot, but I don't like the idea that there's no hate in the storyline. Where's the hate there? Where's the character-based issue? You need a character-based issue in your main event storyline, or else people aren't going to care. This is why when they were doing Reigns vs Cesaro earlier this year, I found it pretty hard to care, because the storyline was that Cesaro did an alien swing on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and now he's getting a WWE title match. That was the issue. Like you can't compare with Roman Reigns, the Reigns and Cesaro hate, because there was none, to something like Reigns and Cena, Reigns and Edge, Reigns and Lesnar, all these type of ones. Okay, so hopefully my point is making some sense. Hopefully you guys are seeing it. Big E as WWE Champion, objectively amazing moment, objectively awesome. But as a champion, who is there that he has real hate with? And I just want to say this as well. I know because I'm titling this video, The Big E Problem, a couple of people, probably on Twitter, will say, you're only doing this because, you know, he's African American, this is targeting him because he's black. That doesn't make any sense, and people are going to say it regardless. Hear me out. When I did the Drew McIntyre problem, when I did the Daniel Bryan problem, when I'm doing the Big E problem, there's nothing about these videos predicating on the nationality, the skin color, any of that. This is me saying Big E, the character on WWE Raw, the children's program, doesn't have any wrestlers outside of Bobby Lashley he has real genuine hate with, and even the Lashley stuff, they hot-shotted that to a point where none of the hate got capitalized upon. That could have been a 2-month storyline, a 2-month program that really, you know, generates interest and buzz on Raw. You could have had Bobby Lashley doing segments where he's literally decimating Kofi Kingston in the backstage area, Bobby Lashley pummeling Big E, saying that he doesn't care about any of these brothers, that, you know, Bobby Lashley is a true symbol of black excellence, and that, you know, MVP saying that Big E is a disgrace, and they could have done all this stuff. They could have been stuff to get hate. You could have MVP dissing, you know, Big E as a goofball, Lashley being a true symbol of black power. They could have gone down so many different avenues with this storyline. You know, having Kingston and Woods involved, and Big E fights and avenges them, and Big E takes no prisoners hostage and takes Lashley down, and it's some great moment at a pay-per-view, and Big E overcomes the might of Lashley and pins him clean in a 10-minute great match. You could have done that, but instead that's pretty much done now, and now we're probably going to get, I guess, Big E versus Drew, just because they're probably going to get Big E versus maybe Drew again at TLC, and then whoever else is on Raw by this point, probably Big E versus, God, probably Big E versus Seth Rollins or something at like not TLC, at like the pay-per-view in December. And then you come to Royal Rumble time, and like, they might do like Big E versus Goldberg or something. And then I guess, like, the only hate you can do from here is like a New Day triple threat match. But they're never really going to do that, because we're not going to buy that. Because we know they love each other in real life. So anyway, that being said, Big E, that's the problem there. Feel free to counter and rebut this video. Give me some points to counter this. I guess the main one's probably just going to be, why are you overanalyzing a wrestling show? Be happy Big E's champion. And I am happy for Big E. But as far as the direction of WWE Raw, the TV show, I'm really not, because it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense long term. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, sub. You guys know the drill.